Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today has been a highly anticipated screenshot reveal for the Binturong. And um, as we jump in here, I'd say that the reaction to this has been kind of mixed. Yeah, I mean, the more I look at it, the more it kind of grows on me, but in the end, it's still just kind of a reskinned red panda with weird ears. Was kind of hoping that, well, not kind of, I was really hoping this would be a much more faithful recreation to the actual animal. Binturongs are so unique, so interesting, that it would have been a really, really unique animal to have in game. That being said, this is the direction that Frontier went with. It's very obviously a red panda face. They did do the whiskers, which was great. These things have really crazy whiskers. I don't know who approved the ear design though. Uh, yeah, so this baffles me, the ear design here, because it's basically got four ears. Um, yeah, what this is supposed to be, these weird triangles, is supposed to be hair. They have an incredible amount of hair on the backs of their ears. I don't know. We got 5 days till Southeast Asia Pack launches. Can Frontier, can you guys like maybe take another pass at this thing? Yeah. So this was one of my highly, highly anticipated ones. I was really hoping to see it in the trailer. We didn't see it in the trailer, and now I kind of know why. Uh, yeah, absolutely awesome little animal though, but let's take a look at some real world binturongs and see the difference between what Frontier has created here and the actual animal. So this, this thing is what people were hoping for. This is the binturong. Weird, bizarre little old gremlin man of the forest creature. Like just decrepit bear child is how people have described this thing. Uh, yeah. So here's a good example of the hair on the ears. It's not flesh, it's hair. And then they have this very salt and pepper coat, this very long tail, which is actually prehensile. Pretty sure the tail is not going to be prehensile on these guys. Pretty sure that's just a fluffy red panda tail. The tail should taper at the tip. It's very thick at the base, should taper toward the end, because again, prehensile. So, yeah, here's a very good example of the face and of the ears. So, and let me go back here. We can see the ears are a little bit high on the head and maybe angled up a little bit more. They should be much more kind of almost to the side, not quite level with the eyes, but then you can see the amount of hair on the back. And the design choice on this for Planet Zoo really surprises me because this game has an incredible hair particle system. Believe me, us modders have been playing with it. It's amazing. It's really good. Why is this just not hair? Why did they not just use the particles? Like, because I mean, that they did all the fluff. It's probably a little bit too much fluff, at least on the back. It should be longer underneath. Why is this not just fluff? Why is this not particles? Why is it actually like this weird mottled triangle? Also, the feet need to be bigger. All right, so I think I'm done griping on Frontier's model. Like I said, it's growing on me. They're I'll get over it. We're probably going to remaster it in a mod at some point. I don't know if I'll do it or somebody else will do it. Somebody's going to remaster this thing. But let's look at the real world binturong and the animal that we are getting. So the binturong, also known as a bear cat, is actually a species of viverrid, which is a group of cat-like mammals. They are not true cats. They occupy kind of the space between cats and weasels. So the Viverridae family contains the genets, the civets, and other creatures like that, as also the binturong. Native to Southeast Asia, Latin name is Arcticus binturong. Basically, Arcticus translates to bear weasel from the Greek, because that's kind of what it looks like, little bear weasel. There we go. Oh, here's a really good side view of one. So as you can see, quite a long hair coat, but it's very smooth. Lots of the salt and pepper coloring on the head. Again, big feet, long claws, and then this long prehensile tail here. So, moving on, the Binturong, its distribution and habitat in nature from basically far eastern India down through Indonesia, Malaysia, Borneo, Sumatra. Very tropical animal, basically arboreal. Um, they don't come down to the ground very much. Seems to be kind of active day and night. They're not really nocturnal or diurnal. They're just kind of active whenever they want. They use their tail to communicate, which I hope we get some cool animations for that in game. We'll have to see once we actually get to play with them. Very, very cool animals. So they are omnivorous. They feed on everything from small mammals to birds, fish, earthworms, insects, fruits, also rodents. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be much of a predator, just mainly a scavenger and whatnot. Not too endangered at the moment. They are classified as vulnerable under the ICUN across their whole range. Its deforestation is the main threat to them. Sometimes kept as pets by certain tribes of Malaysia. Apparently in captivity they're quite easy to work with, very friendly if they're well socialized. Uh, they show up in animal ambassador programs quite a bit because they are so easy to train, so easy to work with. They're neat little critters. If you've ever seen videos of them in that type of program, they're very cool. Fairly common in zoos, uh, not too well known though, uh, despite how prevalent they are in zoologic parks across the world. But yeah, not a huge surprise that they did include this one. So we'll take a few looks at them. This is a baby. Hopefully the babies are as cute because they're really cute. So that is the Binturong. Yeah, neat animal. Hopefully they've animated the tail to be this kind of prehensile thing. I doubt that they did, but we can hope at least until we can see it. Would love to see the hair coat longer on it. But yeah, we'll get over the disappointment in the current model, and we'll see what the modders make of it. Now, in terms of modding, this is basically going to be a more accessible Red Panda rig and hopefully a little bit higher quality model. It'll be a little bit easier to work with. I can see, at least for myself, doing things like the raccoon, the wolverine, other smaller animals like that from this. Maybe a Tassie Devil just disabled the climbing. That could be fun. So yeah, that is our Binturong. They are super cute, and God, I hope they sleep like this on tree limbs. Just thrilled to have this in game, even if they do look a little bit weird. I think I can get over the weird ears. So yeah, that's our little uh, decrepit bear child, as some people on Twitter have named it. Love them already. Look at that face. Like, you can't love that. You can't not love that little face. Look at that. All right, so moving on, I did want to talk briefly about our Malayan leaf insect that is coming as our exhibit animal. Now, yeah. So comparing the Binturong model to this, you could have told me this was like a photograph, like a really high res photograph of one, and I'd have believed you without the Planet Zoo logo up there. Because damn, look at this thing! Look at this thing! Look at the detail in this bug. It's amazing. So yeah, leaf insects, they're quite bizarre, native to Southeast Asia, down into Australia, so the whole Australasia area. Yeah, basically when they were first encountered, um, by the European explorers, they kind of thought that they were actual like walking leaves, not actually insects, because they're just so freaking weird and cool. And look at that thing. So really, really high fidelity on the model. Um, I tell this is probably the photograph that was used to design most of our leaf insect for the game, which is great. I mean, this one's got like kind of almost like a burnt edge look to it. So neat. Very cool. They come in a whole different variety of different critters in the orchid mantis and the stick insects and all of that. Super, super neat creature. Yeah, but I mean, it's a bug, so how much can we say about a bug? So I just wanted to include it in the Binturong video. Yes, we're getting that. Neat. I do kind of forget that the exhibit animals exist until I need to fill space or something, but hey. So, and then last up, I wanted to talk about this awesome screenshot of the scenario zoo that we're going to get here. So it's set in Perak, Malaysia. Looks very, very cool. So we can see here, this appears to be the sun bears. I'm thinking they might be Formosan black bears, but probably the sun bears. See their habitat here. Very cool climbing structure that they put in. And this right down here is the hammock enrichment item. So that's going to be quite cool. Going to be fun to play around with that. If you can see down here, it looks like we may have one of our challenge mode, or not challenge, career mode statues placed in game here, which is another thing that's coming. It's actually coming with the 1.5 update, not with the paid DLC, so we'll be getting them for free. Gonna be a lot of fun. So basically, you unlock the statues in career mode, and you can use them in your sandbox franchise challenge zoos, which is great. You get not only the bronze, silver, gold color, you also get a stone version, so a concrete version, which is going to be great because goddamn, we need more statues in this game. So yeah, gonna be fun. This will be a really fun map to play with. I think somebody will probably go through and tear out everything and just make it a blank map and put it up on the workshop pretty quick to play around with, which will be great. Yeah, gonna be super fun. So I'm already planning out my series that I'm going to be doing based on the Southeast Asia Animal Pack. Just a little kind of standalone sandbox zoo. It's not going to be huge. I'm not going to let it be huge. Believe me, I'm actually constraining myself with a ton of water. Working on the map already. I do not have early access. Just want to state that. Do not have early access. Obviously, Frontier's not going to give a key to somebody who has 10 subscribers. So, I did it. Did get on key mailer, but I didn't get one. It's okay. It's fine. So, yeah, this is going to be super, super fun. Can't wait to dive in on the 30th. So next up is probably going to be the Clouded Leopard. We've already seen it in the trailer. We've seen some screenshots of it. That one looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, tomorrow's video we'll be taking a look at the Clouded Leopard. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Let me know what you think about the Binturong and the Malayan stick insect, and let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. If you did enjoy this video, please like it and hit the bell notification if you'd like to be notified whenever I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.